Muy buenos pequeños cadáveres. Continuamos con Vampyr. El buen Vampyr. Así que... ¿dónde nos quedamos? Ayer... fue... habíamos rescatado a una chica. Ah, habíamos hablado con el que nos da la fortuna. Que lo leí una vez y me dio pistas para hablar con X persona. Y estaba en la iglesia y tal y cual. Voy a poner todo. Y tenía que entrar aquí en los Dawson para hablar con él y que se hiciera vampiro y tal. Vale. Es verdad que lo había encontrado todo aquí. Vale. Vale.
Best be moving on. You get them weapons ready. Find one.
Vamos. Que me pega con la mierda sagrada esa. Me dio. Vamos a ver. A mí no vengan con chorradas, ¿eh? Hostia, pega el pavo. Ese no lo había visto. Se va a enterar. Venga. ¡Qué hambre! Vale. Hecho. Todo listo. Veamos. De los Dawson. Ah, es esta mansión. Vale. Ya sé que tengo que evitar. Al menos para continuar por aquí. Pero tengo que seguir por otros medios a otros lados. ¿Cómo mataré a este? Ya se supone que por aquí podría... Vale, no. Pues no podría. Vale, esta puerta está abierta. Esto es Whitechapel. No quiero ir a Whitechapel. De hecho, quiero seguir por aquí. Tenía otra misión secundaria, ¿verdad? Son de parte del testamento de tu padre. Esto. El cuaderno. Ah, mira. Voy a ir allí. Voy a conseguir el cuaderno. de paso, si no tengo que ir a Whitechapel, ¡hala! ¡Qué falso! Toma. Esta vez. Ruta de pregón. Neuralgia.
Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid.
You don't seem well.
Oh.
No tengo el tratamiento.
A gun?
When science failed you,
¿Dónde? Por ahí. A ver. Sepsis.
How are you, boy? Do you need a...
Please. Feeling tired.
There you go.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
100, me dan. Experiencia.
I cannot enter.
Oh, dinerito. Vale, y... quiero entrar. Jolines. No, ay. Perdón.
It's locked.
A esto necesito una llave o algo. Espérate. Que tengo que ir por el otro lado. Este Xiaoxun está bien. Vale. Recuperado. Vámonos. Por aquí, a la izquierda. Vale.
I will return at a more convenient time. It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Tampoco. Artillero prego, ¿no?
Look lively! It's on to us! Look lively!
¿Qué ha pasado, señor? ¿Qué ha pasado? Entonces, ¿qué? No puedo conseguirlo. Hostia. Uy. Hala. Bueno, por aquí no podré ir.
Get your weapons ready. We found one.
Vale. Sí. Podría ir por aquí. Hostia. Mira, es un pringao. ¿No te he matado? Me he matado.
An inch you. Kill it.
Dios. ¿Me has cargado de un golpe? ¿Estoy roto? ¿Estoy muy roto? O sea, ya sé que los vampiros pegan fuerte, pero no sé. Un poquito de amor. Y para el otro lado. De hecho, quiero hablar con el señor... Hostia. Sí. A mí no me persigas, ¿eh? Matado. Quita Pembroke. Aquí no hay nadie malo, ¿no? Vale. Que había alguien con migraña. No, no, pero que ha empeorado.
You are going to reveal your
Me. Bueno, Doctor Swansea.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My.
Ooh.
Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then.
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think. Following a lead concerning your maker.
Oh.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them Icors.
Oh.
I'll come.
Always a...
Vale. Voy a regar la planta. Porque al final llegas por aquí y...
Done.
¿Por qué me faltan remedios? Estoy casi al final del juego, o sea... Debería tener todos los remedios, maldita sea.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Cirugía...
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Capitulo fellow.
Ah, había uno aquí abajo. Que era... Neuralgia, resfriado. Usted.
Hello again.
Good evening.
Do you need...
Afraid
Throughout his...
your work.
Are you... What kind...
I believe.
Goodbye, Mr. Bl... Good evening.
Evening.
Do you want to talk?
No.
An irrational...
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. Oh, the terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, but when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive, just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
Ooh.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed
Lo
Weaker.
ama.
It did not destroy Newton.
Bueno.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Bueno.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
Bueno.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Vale.
Goodbye.
Newton, tengo que hablar contigo. ¿Dónde estás? Aquí.
Hello again, Mr.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Sí, quiero hacerte una cosa.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer.
Joder.
A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
¿Cómo sobrevivieron?
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see. Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. And surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How do you feel about Oswald, Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him.
¿Qué?
I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
Maybe a time will come when you'll not have to hide who you are. But for now, I can only advise caution.
I know, Dr. Reed. Oswald wouldn't survive behind bars. And wouldn't live long if we were separated.
Goodbye.
Vaya. ¿Qué ha pasado?
Good evening.
Evening.
A ver, señor.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
Vale.
Goodbye.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Goodbye.
Hey!
Bueno, este ya
I'll
lo tengo
leave.
todo.
Jesus, I've never seen so many people dying at the same time.
El Hooks. El tonto este.
It's locked. Good evening. Goodbye.
Obvio. Me. Vale. Descubre la causa de la muerte que no voy a descubrir nunca. Esto. Está aquí. Vale. Pues voy. Voy para allí porque quiero descubrir eso tan bonito para hacerlo. Vale. ¿Pero de qué vas? va por culo. Todo recto. No, todo recto no, por la derecha. ¡Oli! Oye. Vamos a ver, señor. Hombre, ya está bien. Es que lo que le quitan no es normal. No es ni medio normal. ¿Qué le he cogido?
Over there!
Coño. Toma. Esta vez. Por ahí. Vale. Vámonos por aquí. Ay, lástima que no haya un... ¿Cómo se llama? Un lanzamiento rápido. Viaje rápido, perdón. Lanzamiento rápido también.
This is my territory!
Matado, eres un matado.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you, Dr. Reed? Please come in.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Yo.
What can I do?
Toma.
I found another page of the diary, Mr. Swanborough.
This diary is still not complete. The man who wrote it claims he is a member of some scholarly brotherhood called the St. Paul's Stole.
Really? I've heard of them. Very capable scientists. Perhaps the man who wrote this really found a cure.
I would need more pages to figure it out, but it's as promising as it is intriguing.
Vale.
You seem actually...
No lo tengo. ¿Por qué no tengo?
No. Goodbye, Mr.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Todo fue culpa de ella. Tengo que hablar con esa señora. Tengo que hablar con esa señora.
It's locked, all right.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Tengo que hablar con esa señora. Y ahora mismo. Si sigo por aquí, yo creo que acabaré. ¿Por qué no me deja? Ah, por aquí. Vale.
Don't you know better?
Cállate, hombre. No, ¿qué hay por aquí? Si pico, no habrá nadie. ¿Y no hay nadie? Señor Clayton.
Good evening, Doc.
¿Puedo preguntarle cosas? Ah, no puedo.
Do you need saving? Goodbye.
Vale.
Good evening.
It's
What do you mean? Quite a... Well, what do you mean? I have heard...
Espera un segundo.
Good evening, Miss.
It's
Don't you...
I've been...
I have had enough for tonight.
Venga, hasta nunca. ¿Y la popa?
Good evening.
She.
Pues no.
Goodbye.
Vale, vamos.
Christina.
Con Bates.
Mr. Bates.
Evening.
Hostia.
How are...
The wait.
Goodbye.
Señor Petrescu. Ah, aquí está. Loreta.
It's effectiveness.
Oye,
Good evening, my dear colleague.
¿cómo es que...
Loretta, why do you feel so guilty about your brother?
I don't expect him to forgive me. All I can do is make amends for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself. Just leave us be. We're perfectly fine.
I know how guilt feels between a brother and sister. Are you sure you're not trying to ease your own remorse?
Mason wants to be useful, can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion. And the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
I'd like to...
La verdad es que no uso ninguna de estas cosas. Esto me tiene 15 solo. Pues sí me voy a hacer rico. Neuralgia. Siempre escucho un niño. No es que suena por aquí, ¿sabes? Ya lo escucho tomar por culo. A ver, ¿qué más? ¿Qué más tengo? Esto. Y esto. Es que ni siquiera sé dónde está.
Step away, sir.
Step away, sir. ¿Por qué hay tanto? Que os pegáis entre vosotros. Entonces yo no quiero participar. Me dejadme en paz. Vale. Busca la segunda parte de tu testamento. Testamento de tu padre. ¿Cómo era lo que había ido? Aquí cartas. Endeudamiento. No. La verdad, esto ya me lo decía cuando no me familia, bueno, si quieres dejar el motivo tan solo que te quedo, de verdad me falla fue la puerta de la primera vez que... Piensa en la verde hierba y en los altos árboles en los domingos soleados. O sea... ¡Hostia! Basta. Hierba verde. Tenía que ser la señora esta. Por aquí, ¿no? Sí. hierba verde. Y en los altos árboles. Creo que está en un árbol de aquí. Digo yo. Está claro que tiene que estar en el parque. Pero, ¿dónde? Mira, es muy pesado. ¿Dónde está? Adiós. Vale, déjame en paz. No, me deja venir aquí, pero... ¿Luego qué? Si es que seguramente estoy al lado. Es que de aquí... ¿No puedo ir a otro lado? A ver. Voy a hacer una cosa, que a lo mejor está fea, pero no me importa. Sí. Ah, sencillamente me dicen, es complicado de encontrar. Pues puede estar en cualquier zona. No, a ver. Vamos a ver. No, no puede ser. Vampyr, testamento del padre.
Muy buena. Iré al hospital.
Madre mía, está chetado este pavo, ¿no? Con tontería. Mira, ¿sabes qué? Paso. Que no encuentro, pues muy bien. Tampoco necesito. Y las misiones estas, pues mira. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Voy a ver si encuentro el local. Porque tiene que estar. Vamos. Va por culo. A ver. Aquí no está. Lo tengo que ir aquí. Aquí hay más de uno. Eso yo no lo sabía. Ay, espera, quiero entrar en el club Ascaloniano para entrar por detrás. Vamos a espero que se pueda. Oli. Esto es lo que yo quería. No, pero está dentro. A ver, voy a preguntar. Sí, porque creo que no... Señora, no.
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants.
Please, tell me...
As long. Goodbye.
Vale, pues aquí no.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
No.
Understand.
Good.
Perhaps we should change some of the club's rules. I think we're safe for now. I pursued and killed the last hunter with my own.
Pues me da a mí que no, ¿eh? A ver, señora, usted sufre agotamiento.
Can I help?
Yes.
I will...
Make it stop.
I need...
Don't trust him. He's looking...
I must...
Uy, ¿esto? Aquí no había entrado. Alcantarillas de dique. Vampiro ensartado. Vale. Cosas nuevas. Eso me gusta. Montones de nada. Esto ya parece más sensual.
It's locked.
Solo ya por este lado. Como odio cuando me hacen eso. Bueno, sigo la sangre. Esto me lleva aquí. Y esto. Ahora está abierto. Y me lleva aquí. Decepcionante. Sí, bastante decepcionante. Keep out, no sé qué. Esto lo que me tocó bastante las pelotillas.
I cannot enter.
Y no entrarás. No te preocupes que no entrarás. Venga, vámonos. Oh, vamos a hacerle una visita. Por aquí. Cefalea, anemia.
Glad to see you.
Do you need...
I can...
Of course you can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
De nada, hombre.
Do you have... Goodbye.
Vale. Oye.
Welcome back to my humble shelter, Dr. Reed. Are you here to subdue me again?
No, Sean. I just came by to see how you are.
I feel all right. Why'd you ask?
Are you still feeding on corpses?
No. It's almost as though the blood you forced me to drink has provided me eternal satisfaction.
How did you meet old Bridget?
When younger, I used to patrol the streets at night, searching for lost souls. This is how I met her. It took me 2 months just to get her name. Now we support each other.
Had you already visited their hideout in the sewers?
Just once, and very briefly. Most of them are very discreet, and they see me as an outsider, even if I protect them.
You really are a saint, Sean.
Oh, no, sir, I'm not. But I know evil, and I believe goodwill and tenacity can make this world a better place.
Vale.
Have you seen Harriet Jones since taking her to Old Bridget?
No. She is with the sewer Scals now. I don't go downstairs.
Vale.
What happened at the Pembroke?
I guess we recognized each other. As Scals, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone. I realized I had to bring her here quickly.
But why did she fake her own death? There was so much blood in her room. She attacked patients, too.
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caused mayhem across the hospital. I slapped some sense into her, and we fled before getting caught.
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her. But I saw nobody.
No.
Would you let me listen to your chest, Sean?
No, Dr. Reed. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. But it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It would help me greatly if you would allow me to give you a physical examination.
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination, and I intend only to obey and to kneel before God.
Joder. Vale.
How is this?
There's a lot of sadness and pain.
How are things in your ship?
Even if we're all...
What do you fear?
A few years ago, Ascal decided to...
What if food became scarce?
The Scals can feed on the dead, Doctor. And until
Vale.
Farewell.
Pues esto está bien. Pensaba que se había convertido en un vampiro, pero no.
It's locked.
Pues no, no se convirtió en un vampiro. Vale, voy. Pesado. Au. Voy a probar una cosa. ¿Qué tengo que hacer aquí? Hay muchas armas y casi no cogió ninguna. LOL. ¿Estaban invisibles? ¿En serio? Pero... las tengo. O sea, voy a probarlo con esta mujer. Cefalea.
You again?
Do you need...
I'm at...
I don't charge patients.
All right then.
Ya está.
Well, I'll leave you...
Era eso. Really. Ni siquiera sé qué usa. Oh. ¿Qué? Ah, se están pegando. Vale. Ah, aquí no había entrado. Camita. No hay ningún arma ni nada. Parecido. Voy a hacer unas cuantas de estas. Está bugueado esto. Yo lo sé. De hecho... Vampiro. Ah, nunca había entrado. Vale. Anemia, resfriado. Oye.
Good evening, sir.
I am not safe.
You're much safer here than...
Bullets kill people quicker than diseases.
What can you...
Most people would...
Jack Gillingham, you say?
Everyone round here knew Jack. He was a rock.
What can...
The East End...
Do you have recent news?
I heard he kept on helping people. But I tried to stay away from his shelter. I don't feel safe.
Vale.
Your friend Jack has something to do with you fleeing to the contaminated area where I found you. I want to know more.
Jack is dead. That's all you need to know. Dead because of me. So much violence. So much sorrow. All of that because I refuse to be insulted again.
No man can predict the exact outcome of his actions. It's the curse we have to live with. We can only gamble and do what we think is best.
Perhaps you're right. The district was doomed before I was born. But I cannot stop myself thinking that Jack...
Why do you say...
After I killed that gang member, the wet boot boy suspected Jack. And being loyal and all, he did not refute the accusation.
Oh.
The death of your friend has affected you deeply, hasn't it?
Jack Gillingham was the real deal. He believed we could change the world if we were united and focused enough. And he brought out the best in each of us.
You're right. He died to save you. That alone gives me an idea of the kind of man he was.
He was the bravest. And no one dares to say openly that he got killed by those bastards.
Your friend's plan was audacious, if not reckless. No one stands up by themselves to a gang like the Wet Boot Boys.
How dare you say that? You never...
You are not going to spend the rest of your life hiding, Rodney. What are you planning to do?
Honestly, I have no idea. How am I supposed to live while so many have suffered?
Only you can answer that question. But one thing is certain. Since you owe Jack your life, I think it's fair to...
That's the kind of thing Jack could have said, Dr. Reed.
Do you need...
Death by disease?
Well, I have nothing to stop the bullets. But this...
You have a strange sense of humor, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Venga, hasta nunca. Oye.
Good evening.
There's no need...
Young man.
I don't like...
Hey.
There's no shade.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Neuralgia. Madre mía, los voy a
Good
visitar a
evening,
todos.
Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of course.
Señora.
Sir,
Do you
Cállate.
thank you.
Miss... But it was your son.
It was, wasn't it? I'm relieved you.
Why don't...
I've spent my entire life, Mark.
Vale.
I've never.
Pues venga, hasta nunca. Ni me acordaba de esto. De estos. Pobrecicos. O sea que ahora ya puedo ir a visitar. O sea, no era que no lo podía hacer, sino simplemente que no me aparecía como opción. Fantástico. Nunca me había pasado que un juego me había troleado tanto. Me ha troleado mucho. Cállate, hombre. So. Voy a hacer la misión principal. Y a tomar por Paco. Aunque pasaré por... Ah, esta señora. Creo que tenía una pista sobre esta señora.
Hello, Venus.
Hello, John. I remember when Mary
Holly.
came here with her husband and her son. What do you...
¿Qué hace preguntas personales?
Why are you poisoning your husband?
He has spent a fortune printing his bloody papers. I can't stand this nightmare anymore. We are the butt of everyone's jokes since he returned.
If you're so frustrated by Clarence's behavior, why don't you just leave him?
I have already lost the best years of my life because of him. I will not jeopardize my future for some lunatic. He goes, and I inherit what's left.
I was the best man at your wedding. I remember your love for him. It was so beautiful. I cried. And now you've killed him.
Don't try to send a shiver down my spine, Dr. Reed. You were always on your own, and you kept emotions at bay. All for facts, remember? Well, deal with this one.
Do you need my...
It would have been...
And I'm happy to give...
Thank you, Jonathan.
What can you...
I never met...
Hija de puta.
At least you survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
Pero, ¿que lo quiere matar a mi colega? Está loquísimo usted, señora. Voy a ver qué hay arriba. Ah, no, arriba hay...
Sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Sí, mucho sorry, pero...
Good evening. What do you need? What can I...
I hope we're talking about the same, Hap.
Venus is poisoning you, Clarence. She wants you dead.
So she really hates me that much now. My poor wife. I had no idea my research would drive her to such extremes.
I'm sorry, Clarence.
Why would you tell me that? First you returned from the dead, and now you tell me my wife is trying to murder me.
You're a stupid bastard, but you're my friend, Clarence. And I don't have many left. I don't want you to die. Not like that.
But I love her. I love my wife. Did I make her suffer that much? Have I become such a burden?
Yo qué sé.
So you have no suspicions about her at all? Nothing in Venus's behavior has seemed odd since you returned?
Frankly, it's my behavior that's been odd. Ever since I got back from the war, she accuses me of being paranoid and delusional.
What can you...
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge.
Vale.
You need...
O sea, tengo que ir a por Clara, a por la Venus y preguntarle otra vez. Después de la conversa. Después de la... Joder. Después de la conversación que hemos tenido, me deja pasar otra vez. Fantástico.
Why do you and your husband argue so much?
He is not the kind man I married and loved. He is obsessed now. Obsessed with chimeras. I feel trapped. It just makes me want to scream.
Y ya está. Pues nada, pues Deo.
That you are always welcome here.
Estas horas de la noche yo vengo cuando me sale de ahí. ¿Vale? Déjame. Cállate.
Good evening. Do you...
Indeed.
Oh, you...
My mother once told me this.
What do you know?
That man is a ton.
Goodbye.
She's been...
Agotamiento. Vale. Estoy cureando a media ciudad, macho.
Goody.
Do you need...
Tú.
Don't... I cannot imagine the pain these people must...
Do you know...
He used to be a big spender.
I see. Anything...
I really can't say.
Goodbye.
Venga, merci. Pues nada, voy aquí. Y ya está. Porque esto... ya no me sirve. ¿Qué hora es, chicos? No, las 8, coño, las 8:30. Bueno. No diremos que no lo hemos intentado. Matado. Vale, vámonos. Por aquí... por aquí no. Relájase, señora. Ahí. Vamos. Ya está.
Don't you know better?
Hala, y era esto, no me acuerdo cómo era. Es que no voy a dar la vuelta otra vez. Ni de coña. Me paso esto y ya está. Y voy. Creo que era lo que tendría que haber hecho antes. De hecho, voy a marcarlo. Espérate. No. ¡Hola! Se ha caído el juego. Se ha caído. Se le ha ido la olla. Fantástico, ¿eh? Este juego. Me trolea. Me trolea. Se cae cuando no se tiene que caer. Madre mía. Venga. Griguare. Espero que se haya guardado. A ver dónde se ha guardado. Ah, vale, aquí. Perfecto. Perfecto. Otra vez. Este pavo. ¿En serio? Ah, no, es un hombre lobo. Es un hombre lobo. Uf. Qué peste. Mucha peste este señor. No me acuerdo por dónde era. Bueno, pues en vez de ir por ahí, hay que ir por aquí. Sí. Vale, no me acuerdo. Venía por aquí. Y subía, subía, subía. Ahí está. Vale. Para no tener que volver a hacer esto, voy a ir directamente al sitio que está aquí al lado, además. Que es esta puerta de aquí. Es que en serio, soy el puto amo. A ver. Hostia, ¿y estos? No los había visto.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan
¿Y
Reed.
por qué hay dos?
Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
May I ask?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
Oh.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
I still enjoy living in London, no matter how difficult it can be sometimes.
Then I am sincerely happy for you. True happiness in life seems to be the most difficult goal to reach these days.
What can you tell?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see.
Vale.
Who are you waiting for exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you're not in your place? That sort of trap.
Trap?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Vale.
What can you...
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Do you need my...
Indeed. I've never been...
You have nothing to be...
It sounds so easy to fight disease.
Goodbye.
Hola. Y ahora habla con el hermano.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Tell me about your...
We are waiting. Wait.
And why are you...
Because we need to leave this city.
Why do you want to leave the...
I'm not really...
Can you tell me?
As you like our...
Please.
Do you like this city?
I don't know.
You didn't answer my question, sir. But...
And what do you do?
I stopped working when I decided...
But what...
Does it really matter anymore?
Tell me...
I just...
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you...
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He's always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
Vaya.
Who are you waiting?
I really can't answer that question.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real...
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer. And here we are.
No estamos.
What can you...
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Do you need...
I'm afraid I do.
I don't want...
Says the doctor, who also works outside at night.
Goodbye.
Estos dos son unos personajes. Están loquísimos los dos.
Hello.
¿No?
Good.
Bueno, pues nada, pues no me dicen nada. Pues venga, no sé. Deu. Oiga, señor.
Doctor,
Do you need medical...
I'm afraid.
You'll quit...
Thank you, Doctor.
De nada, hombre.
What?
Well,
I was...
why do...
I don't...
Oh, vale.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adeu. Creo que antes de...
It's locked, all right.
Antes de entrar a descansar, voy a... bueno, a entrar a la mansión. ¿Dónde estoy yendo? Madre mía. La vuelta que estoy dando. ¿Y desde dónde los puedo escuchar? Aquí hay dos. Sí.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Hola.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war.
Hostia.
I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
What can you...
I'm still managing my shop.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Vaya.
Have you...
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
No veas con la tirada de caña, ¿sabes?
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned?
No.
She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
Está bien ser precavido.
You have every reason to be cautious.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed.
Sí, ¿por qué no?
Do you need...
Oh yes, I forgot.
I'm just...
Perhaps.
De nada, hombre.
May
¿Qué
I...
tienes? Quinquina, ramaches... Nada del otro mundo.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Oiga.
Good evening, Miss Price.
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the...
Good to see you too.
Oh, yes.
Why?
I am helping my mother in her shop.
I'm sure...
I do the best I can.
Why?
Oh, no.
What can you...
I don't speak to many people.
What can you...
Some of...
Have you no...
No. Mr. Nithicut used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this camellia may be.
Ah, el de los poemas.
Do you...
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me.
Do you remember?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always...
Do you ever think about...
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says...
Do you need...
Oh, please, sir.
Don't be shy.
Thank you, sir.
Have you...
Yes.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books. And then laughed at what we showed him.
Goodbye.
Vale.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Morning. Morning no, Que me muero.
Good evening.
You know.
Do you know...
Everybody knows.
Did he buy...
No, he left quickly.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known?
That was before his brother Robert died.
Goodbye.
Dr. Reed, I am glad.
I cannot enter.
Vale, la mansión. ¿Dónde está? Esto es la iglesia. No, por aquí es por donde venía. ¿No estaba aquí? Que yo sepa, sí, ¿no? Que es donde me quedé la última vez. Ah, no puedo hacer de esto. Pero tampoco sé qué me falta. Fantástico. Voy a dormir. Voy a dormir y voy a subirme. Salud. Esto ya no puedo, pero... puedo aumentar la curación. Y eso me parece fantabuloso. Confirmamos. Y ahora todo el mundo estará mejor. Madre mía. Sano, ¿eh? Vale, esta señora. No, coño, mi madre. Aquí está más o menos curado. Que se lo he curado a este, me falta este, neuralgia. Aquí también he curado unos cuantos. Vale. Claro, es que los dos muelles son cosas diferentes. Vale. Entremos en la mansión. Hola. no, 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 no. Toma. Esta vez. Ah, vale. Mansión. Tenemos que entrar en la mansión y a ver qué pasa.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Hombre, pues no lo sé. Tú sabrás. Vamos.
It's locked.
Ah, está aquí abajo. Vale. Antes... Vale. Señor...
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs, and the cold, so cold.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
Vale.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create 2 separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Lo voy a matar.
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
¿Qué? ¿Pero se lo come?
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
Pero se la comió muy fuerte. Tratamiento para la sepsis, tratamiento para el resfriado. Ups. Mierda. Ahora me voy a tener que... A ver, ¿me puedo llevar esto? Estaría bien, ¿no? Ya verás que, bueno, será maravilloso. Oh. Hola.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn, as expected?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
No sobrevivió al procedimiento.
He didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Vale. Venga, Deu. Me lo he cargado, me lo he cargado. Y ahora esta señora me dirá que es la más malvada de todas, ¿eh?
We
¿Qué
meet
hace esta
again
aquí?
at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
Oh, vaya.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Bueno.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
No me jodas.
Wait, slow down.
I'm listening, but I do not...
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
Vale.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness, and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Where is...
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
Vale.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Tell her we need to talk.
In the end, is this not what we all need? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Pues nos vamos corriendo al hospital. Por aquí recto. Por aquí recto. El que hierro mata, hierro muere. Lord Finney. Au. ¿Qué haces, matado? Te reviento, payaso. ¡Ay! Vámonos. Oh, 100 chelines. Sí, por aquí. Sí, hasta el fondo.
Distribute free.
Yeah.
Mr. Bates.
Evening.
Since I...
Well...
In fact...
What?
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Se lo bates. Ay, este. Espérate.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu. Hello.
Este también.
Yes?
Do you need... Well... Goodbye.
Vale, vámonos. Y quiero hablar con esta mujer. A ver, ¿dónde está? Aquí, Dorothy Crane. Señora.
It's locked, all right.
Me ha eludido demasiado tiempo.
Welcome back.
Good evening.
Dorothy.
That's fine.
What can I...
Tell me.
There is no much...
Do you...
I missed...
Do you think...
Jonathan.
I hope...
Yes.
Who? Why did...
She killed those patients, I'm sure of...
Vale.
Do you...
I'm a professional.
Are you not a...
I'm more...
Do you...
You
Bla, 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 bla.
Show me...
Fórmula extraña. Vale. Vámonos. Y si sigo adelante... Aquí a la izquierda debería encontrarme. Espera aquí un momento. Supongo que no puedo dormir porque si duermo pasan cosas. Como que muere mi colegui. Ahí está. Me falta esta ergodamina. solucionado. Neuralgia. Yo creo que el resto está bien. Vámonos. Vale. Aquí a la derecha. Sí. ¿Ves? Aquí a la izquierda. Por ahí. Ah, no. Sí. Vamos.
Are you from Ascalon? I don't.
Au. Era, es muy pesado. Hostia. No me vengas con chorradas, ¡Ay! La reacción, ¿sabes? Vamos. Va por culo. Vámonos. Hostia, 31 el pavo este. Está al 30, loco, Vamos. Vámonos. ¿Por aquí? Sí. Uy. Vamos. Hala, eso no me tenía que dar. Perdón. Vale.
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already?
Duermo aquí.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
Eso.
Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood. McCullum and his thugs are taking the credit for Edgar's abduction. They really mean business.
Vale, pero antes... Bueno, si se lo han llevado, entonces no tiene mucho sentido que no espere. Oiga.
Good evening, Miss. Are you...
They were vampire.
They...
Yes.
What did...
They want...
Do you recall...
My condition...
Well...
Thank you, Doctor.
I'll leave.
¿Quién más hay? Que necesite... Medical assistance. Aquí.
Good evening. And good evening. Do you need... I would have... There is no shame.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Vale. Voy arriba y voy a dormir. Un ratito. Al menos para que bueno, para descansar. Tengo 3000. 3500. Hostia. Mis hogos. No lo necesito en realidad. Y aquí, pues mira. Y esto me será mucho más útil que cualquier otra cosa. El otro ya lo tengo. Les dan sobre en todo lugar anoche, alrededor de las 4 de la mañana. Fue benevolente. ¿Benevolente? Familia, bla bla. La habremos perdido. Evento importante. Claro, se ha muerto. Quizás no debería haberlo matado, pero bueno. Me deja bastante igual. Sí. Me seguía el rastro de sangre. ¿Quién hay? ¿Cómo va a ser el tonto este? Ah, esto está abierto. Pero este está agotado. Me cago en Dios. Vale. Vamos. Doctor Swansea.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're the progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak!
Vaya, dejó de funcionar.
So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father.
Pin you down!
Muy bien, ¿no? Con la espada. Pero... Coño.
Show some style. Fight like a man.
Toma. Ow.
I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Freewind prevails!
Oye, pesado.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Vamos.
Come on, Reed. Try something else.
Vamos.
Show some style. Fight like a man.
Es lo que hago. Déjame en paz.
Freewind prevails!
Vamos. ¿Qué sé?
What pinned you down?
Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt.
Coño. Basta. Pesado.
blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. I know! It hurts, doesn't it?
Vamos. Poco a poco. Au.
If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
Vamos a ver, soy un vampiro. Matado. Hostia, macho. ¡Ah! Me quemo. Vamos. ¡Hala, qué falso! Pero vale. Hostia.
True light will cleanse you.
Au. Vamos.
Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt.
Vamos. Poco a poco.
If you're so innocent.
¡Au! Eso me ha hecho pupa, ¿eh?
True light will cleanse you.
Vamos. Poco a poco. Hostia. Vamos. La forma más rápida de conseguir sangre. pesado que es. ¡Sí!
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
¿Que no?
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
Convertirlo en vampiro. Ay. Déjala.
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
¿Y el Edgar? ¿Qué? Se va sin su colegui. Fantástico. Lástima que no haya decidido convertirlo en vampiro. Habría sido la hostia. Me habría reído mucho. Por ahí no puedo ir, ¿verdad?
It's locked, all right.
Dr. Fancy. ¿No está? Joder. Teatro Doris Fletcher. Otra vez. A ver, ¿quién está malo? ¿Quién está malo? Tonto este.
Good evening.
Eve.
Soldier.
Not right.
As long...
Don't think...
Goodbye.
Venga. Agotamiento. Todos con agotamiento.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you need...
I'm afraid...
Our job...
That's easy.
Goodbye, Milton.
Tanuki Milton. Agotamiento.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you require...
I will...
Nurse.
I'll...
Goodbye, nurse. Cool.
Venga. Señora esta, migraña.
Good evening.
Doctor...
Do you need an...
Yes, indeed.
I have no doubt about it, but you are...
I appreciate your...
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Venga, que vaya bien, señor Tippett. Son todos ustedes muy buenos médicos. Agotamiento, todos por agotamiento, me cago en...
Good evening. Good evening. Is there a...
Rick?
Goodbye for now, mister.
Esto siempre está malo. ¿Has pasado?
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require...
Do you... Well, it...
Ooh.
Do you really...
I think...
You're
How dare you talk?
I'm only...
No.
You're...
Are you not all my... As... More... I
have punished you.
I've no...
Goodbye. Good evening. Do you need a...
I'm afraid...
You are not a...
And you have my...
I have...
Venga, ¿alguien más? Este de aquí... Oh, ¿dónde está? Pero estos de aquí tampoco, ¿no? Agotamiento. Usted...
Hey! You're lucky.
Ah.
I'll leave.
Pues te mato. No. ¿En serio?
Good evening.
Evening.
Do you need...
Don't get me...
I'm so... Goodbye.
Neuralgia. Joder. Madre mía. No sé, voy a subir de nivel y todo. Vamos. Este señor también necesitaba agotamiento, pero no tengo. Me ha hecho una siestecita. Voy a subir de nivel. Madre mía, estoy rotísimo. 1500. 1500. Creo que ya tengo suficiente de esto. Pero... Podría hacer esto... Hombre, estaría bien, ¿no? Me pide 900... Aquí 900 también, usted. Pues ala. Confirma. Oye, cada vez parezco más un vampiro. Antes no estaba tan mal. Vale, he curado a la mayoría. ¿Anemia? ¿El tonto ese va a salir anemia?
Oh! It's alive. It's alive. And it needs a name. I shall call you Lisa.
¿En serio? Le pone un nombre a la planta. Dios mío. O sea, le ha salido anemia por el agotamiento. De verdad.
Good evening. Do you need... Don't end the... Goodbye.
Venga, vámonos. Y la verdad es que creo que lo voy a dejar aquí. Y el último capítulo será...
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Ir hasta allí.
Do you need medical...
I'm afraid...
Not on...
Thank you.
Y
Goodbye.
Y bueno, acabar esto. Está el Clickox. Aquí, anemia.
Hey, you're lucky.
This place is full of sickness and decay.
Consider.
Don't play the innocent with me.
I'll leave you.
¿Sabes que te puedo seducir en cualquier momento, verdad? Clickox. Vale. Hostia, el distrito este. Ahora están todos malos. Madre mía. Pues nada, señores. Creo que lo voy a dejar aquí. Vale, y en el próximo capítulo pues acabaremos con Ciencia sin conciencia. Así que si os ha gustado le podéis dar a like, comentéis si queréis decirme algo y no olvidéis suscribiros. Hasta pronto.